So, hello everyone, welcome to Rev Sports. Alongside, I have Rohit Juglan from Manchester, and obviously, first things first, the weather update, also the pitch update, what are the conditions, what we can expect from this Indian team, and also about Vaibhav Suryavanshi, whether he would get his debut cap today or not, what's happening. Each and every update, Rohit Bhai is here to share with us. So first things first, Rohit Bhai, how is the weather? Because थोड़ी देर पहले भी I checked the weather and it was like a bit rainy kind of thing. So how is the weather right now, and what we can expect earlier in the game?
So I think if you talk about the weather conditions here, it's overcast since morning. Yesterday, you know, I think yeah, Prakash can mute the audio.
Hmm.
So the thing is that if you see the weather in the visuals, also it's quite gloomy at this point of time. It's not like where you can say that it's it's getting better. I can't say that it's getting better also, because in morning almost 3 to 4 hours ago when I did the live, it was similar kind of conditions, and I told in that particular video that if you see at this point of time when you see the skies, it is, and this is what I sent this 1 minute ago. This footage I sent just 1 minute ago. So this is the actual
Hmm.
footage as far as the weather conditions are concerned. So here, obviously, a lot of people are here. They have umbrellas in their hands, like they have in Durham. And here, if you see the structure of the ground, the stands, you will definitely see that there is not in much stands. There's not no shed over them. So if it rains, they need to open up their umbrellas or go to some area where it's a little bit of shed is there. So for me, I think if
Hmm.
you talk about the weather, yes, the weather is showing. The apps are showing that there could be a interruption during the game also, but it's not that
Okay.
which where you can say that, oh, it's a game called off because of the rain. So at this point of time, it's not like that. But if you ask me, yes, there are strong chances of interruption during the game because of a slight drizzle.
Okay.
But you can't say anything about this weather. It changes 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, maybe somewhere down the line, half an hour. It changes quite quickly. But since the morning,
Hmm.
it's only seems gloomy. It's only seems dark. It's only seems cloudy.
Hmm.
So hopefully, it remains the same as far as this particular weather is concerned. And I think for me, it's little windy also here. So definitely going to be an interesting
Okay.
call as far as the team combination is concerned. There's huge crowd outside the team hotel, which I am getting at this point of time. We'll definitely play the visuals also as
Okay.
soon as we get them, because it's now time that
Hmm.
Indian team will come here at the ground, and there's a different gate for the team entry. But we are standing
Okay.
here at the gate number one, where you can see that the direct away right behind us is the particular place where there are the big hoardings, the play cards are there, and a entry gate which is preferred by the locals here. So yeah, a lot of things are going on at this point of time. Shaba is here with me also, with his experience
Yeah.
in this country. I don't think there are many journalists who can say that they have done what? How many tours, Shaba? 7, 8?
Yeah, more than that.
I think I have to remove my AirPods, and we have to, I think, carry on with the ambience of
Yes. 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 100%. So according to
yeah. Now you can
like
hear us,
the ground
Srishti.
report.
Can you hear us
Yes.
now?
Yes. I can hear you guys. Yes. Yes. Properly. Perfectly. I can hear you guys. Yes. So this is the crowd which we can see currently. The visuals are being
Just a
played
second. Huh?
on screen. So yeah. 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 No issues. Okay. Yeah. So again, there is a
Yes.
overcast. Drizzling may interrupt the game. There are many things, and again, like Indian fans are waiting for a full game. Like a 20 overs game, like a 40 overs game, 20 overs per side. And again, if rain interrupts or does something, it would be very heartbreaking for the Indian fans who are there in the stadium, who are there for the cricket team, for the Vaibhav Suryavanshi show. Like most of the people are excited because of the Vaibhav Suryavanshi show. So that would be also very much interesting to see that whether Vaibhav Suryavanshi gets his debut cap or not. So before that, Amit is also here. So Amit, according to you, I was also having a conversation with Rohit Bhai yesterday, and I heard that the pitch was a bit tricky. Like it was not that kind of flat pitches which everybody expects in the T20Is. So how big can this be a challenge for the Indian team? Because currently the Indian team which we are seeing, they're struggling a bit in the slow pitches.
See, the biggest challenge is, I guess, it's Jofra Archer, because Jofra Archer, he has trouble last year also for the Indian team, and Jofra knows,
Hmm.
because Jofra is playing IPL continuously. He knows how the Indian opener plays, and he has trouble all the Indian batsmen during the IPL also. So I guess Jofra is a trouble for the Indian team, but I don't think so. In the middle overs, I think there would be trouble for the Indian batsmen, because here, uh, in this overcast condition also, ball will spin a bit in the middle overs. So I guess the proper Indian batting lineup, if you can see the yesterday's practice session, the entire Indian batsman has batted for a longer time, and this wicket is little bit kind of a soft, so it will be help for the spinners in the middle overs. But for the batsmen also, if you are playing, if you are building up the inning from the uh, first ball, it will be advantage for the openers also. And the biggest news for the Indian fans is like Sanju Samson. But Sanju Samson is playing or not, and if Sanju is playing, then Sanju will score a runs or not, because the entire team management also thinking. And I think this is a litmus test for Sanju Samson today. If he is not performing in
100%.
today's game, then might be the entire world is waiting for that 15 years old sensation boy Vaibhav Suryavanshi. If you ask me, honestly, Sanju will deserve one more chance, and team management also thinking on the same line.
See, Sanju deserves a chance. There is no doubts in that because the way he performed in the T20 World Cup, like we cannot take away anything from him. But again, like Vaibhav Suryavanshi, we also Rohit, I think we also talked about the story which Vaibhav Suryavanshi shared in his social media, like the new chapter and something like that. So many people were assuming that is that a hint or something like that. So what are your opinions on that? That according to all the things, all the press conferences and everything, do you think Vaibhav Suryavanshi will get his debut cap today in Manchester?
So I don't know whether you can see this or not, but here is the culture that Brandon McCullum is
Yeah.
walking. He's just walking by the road. He's just walking by the street, and there are some, his support staff is there. I think a couple of players are
His
also
name
with
is
them.
Wade.
Yeah. So, people are there, and that's the culture of it. In English cricket, in England, I saw that. Australia
100%.
also. That players and the coaches they walk like this. So this is the culture of this country and other countries as well. Seen the similar things, similar kind of thing in Australia also. But coming to your question, I think if you see the practice also, it means yesterday there was a slight bit of
Hmm.
chance, and I think this is the Indian cricket team bus. Huh? Is this the Indian
Is it?
cricket team bus? So just Prakash, if you
Can
can, is it? Shabai?
is it?
The badge.
I
So
think so.
this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Indian cricket team bus, but as I said that
Okay.
the entry of the Indian cricket team bus will be completely. They will go straight, then a left, and then there will be a couple of gates, and
Hmm.
then you will see the Indian cricket team bus already passing by from here. But as you said about the
Yeah.
Vaibhav Suryavanshi question, yesterday the practice session was a little different. When you compare it with from Durham, from Belfast, it doesn't look like same
Hmm.
because Vaibhav batted in the very last part of the Indian practice session. So this we, when we went there in Belfast and after that in Durham, it was completely different. He was the first one to start the batting practice, alongside Sanju Samson, Ishan Kishan, Shreyas Iyer. Here, the things which are little bit of difference is that it was Shreyas Iyer and Sanju Samson started the things, and interestingly, Ishan Kishan
Hmm.
batted with the spinners. So he was going for the fast bowlers, but the coach sent him to the spinners. On the very last nets where the spinners were bowling. So is there a chance where they can, take Ishan Kishan for that middle order role, which he can obviously do? He has batted in that position for Mumbai Indians, for other franchisees
Hmm.
also. And most importantly, if you want to give, Vaibhav Suryavanshi a chance and you don't want to drop either of a Sanju Samson or a Abhishek Sharma. Abhishek, how can you drop him? Because already means
Abhishek
highest
is.
run scorer for you. The impact of Abhishek Sharma was really good in this particular series. So for me, if you don't want to drop any of them, and if you still want to go with a Vaibhav Suryavanshi, then you have to tinker with either with one of your spinners, maybe a Ravi Bishnoi or a Suryan Shedge, as far as your seam bowling all-rounder is concerned. Shedge was not there in the last game, but yesterday the amount of bowling he did in the center wicket also, around center wicket, and then the batting he did in the nets, he was amongst in the top four or top five in the first ones to come in the nets. So it was started by Shreyas Iyer, Sanju Samson, Ishan Kishan, and Suryan Shedge at number 4. So That's
Hmm.
that's the kind of promotion he got. As far as the practice session is concerned, it gives you a certain kind of hint that he will play. Then there was Washi also. Washi again spent a lot of time as far as batting and bowling is concerned. So for me, could be a reason that and then obviously there were some Instagram stories also. I'm not going to talk much about the Instagram story part,
Yeah, yeah.
but the thing we
Hmm.
saw in the practice session, and this is the best wicket in this particular series, you won't get. Srishti, you won't get much better wicket than this.
Yeah.
A Manchester wicket, compare it to a Chesterley Street. Chesterley is second best.
Hmm.
And then you have the Nottinghams, and then obviously the Bristol one, and then the Southampton. But this is the best wicket, best batting wicket. Last year, England scored 304 runs in this very wicket. Remember a Phil Salt century in that
Yes,
particular
yes,
game.
I remember.
So for me,
Hmm. I
I
remember that
think
game.
if you have to give Weber a chance, and you want him to start with a bang, this is the very place, Srishti.
Yes, see, if this pitch is somehow like the past records were that teams did score like 300 and something like that, and the visuals are also playing in front of the audience. Everybody can have a good look towards the visuals. But if this is a like good batting wicket, it helps batting. Then Amit, don't you think if Vaibhav Suryavanshi, just for an example, if he gets a chance, if he gets his debut cap today against England and he does a good job, then Sanju Samson will not be in the 11 for the rest of the series because if he does a good job, he'll be there for rest of the three matches also.
This is the
Shabai.
biggest question. This is the biggest question in front of the team
Hmm.
management. That if we can give and see why not one more chance to Sanju Samson, because Sanju has done well for the Indian team in this entire World Cup. Forget about the IPL and all, but for the international cricket, because of him only, India has become the world champion. And it's hardly 3 games, 2 games in Ireland and 1 year. So you can't forget his contribution in just three bad innings. So that's why just team management is just waiting. Team management just want to give him one more chance. And to be honest, I'm telling you, this is my personal opinion. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is lacking into his fielding, because yesterday we saw
Yeah.
that T. Dilip is working with him on the fielding part. In the higher catches, he is lacking, because in England the ball is the you have to go with the wind, and sometimes if you don't have a practice to tackle with the wind, you might be drop the catches on the boundary line. So that's why, and he's not a the athletic kind of a fielder that you can keep him in the 30 out of a circle or somewhere. So I guess that part, that's Vaibhav Suryavanshi is just working on that. Team element is working on that part. But definitely today, in my opinion, I have spoke with one or two people inside the team management. As of now, team management is just banging on Sanju Samson. So according to my calculation, today Sanju Samson will get the chance. You have to wait for Vaibhav Suryavanshi one more game.
Okay, so like if Sanju gets a chance here and he is unable to score runs here as well, then I think the Indian team management may think of Vaibhav's debut in the
Definitely.
very next T20I. But again, if he performs, then again the question will be, you will be in a circle after that if Sanju performs today. If he doesn't perform, then it's I think a bit easier that okay, we can give him a rest. I will not use the word dropped for a player like Sanju, but like yeah, like he can be rested for 2 or 3 games, and Vaibhav Suryavanshi can come in and just in case Sanju Samson performs well today, just in case, then I think Vaibhav's debut will be a bit difficult, Rohit, according to me, because you will not think of dropping or resting a player who did a good job in the very last game.
I think one thing which is very clear at this point of time, that this team does want to give more chances to their players who won them the World Cup. So this is very
Yeah,
much clear
I
from the
can see.
coaching point of view. Every
Hmm.
coach, be it Ryan Descarte, be it Sudhanshu Kotak, be it Mone Mokal yesterday, he was very clear around this. So I think when you talk about a Sanju Samson or a Abhishek Sharma, I think there will be chances being given to Sanju Samson. It's not like that a one failure. They are waiting for one more failure and then it will be all done and dusted for Sanju Samson. And
Hmm.
I don't. And on similar pattern, I don't think that one good innings from Vaibhav Suryavanshi will make his case, like permanently into the side that yes, now
Yes,
because
yes.
Sanju missed on 3 games and Vaibhav scored maybe 100 or a 50 or a quick fire, cameo from him. It doesn't guarantee things at this point of time, because this team is very certain around that we will obviously rotate things. And that's why whenever people are saying that, oh, how can you drop a Sanju Samson or how can you drop a Abhishek Sharma? I'm very clear on this, that you're not dropping anyone. Look, in the first game at
Yes.
Belfast, it was Sanju Samson who was wicket keeping. In the second game, it was Ishan Kishan who was getting the wicket keeping gloves, and he did the keeping part on that particular game. But what it meant, it doesn't mean that Sanju Samson was dropped from wicket keeping. It's just the rotation policy of this team that we want to check both of our keepers. So any day, if we need anyone, it doesn't go like this, that 15 games to Sanju Samson and 1 game to Ishan Kishan. It doesn't serve anyone's
No,
purpose.
no.
So right now, what you want to do is you want to rotate your keepers, you want to rotate your all-rounders, you want to rotate your fast bowlers. In similar case, you want to rotate your openers also. So maybe if you are playing 7 games, suppose you are playing 10 games this month, 2 in Belfast, 5 in England, 3 in Zimbabwe. So then rotate it like this, that 3 games can be given to Sooryavanshi also, and then 7 games will be played by your permanent openers. So we are not saying that drop a Sanju Samson or drop a Abhishek Sharma. We are only
Yeah.
saying that at least give chance to Vaibhav Suryavanshi also, because again, the kind of aura he's, at this point of time, the kind of hype he's generating around him, the kind of coverage he's getting in this part of the world, I think, and not even in this part of the world. Whenever he plays that first game,
Everywhere.
you can see articles coming, videos coming, podcasts coming, tweets coming, Instagram reels being made from every part of the world wherever people know about cricket. So we are not saying to drop anyone. We are just saying that maybe a rotation policy can be followed, and this can be done by, and that can be done, at this point of time around this also. So yeah, that's the only thing I think, Shabai.
Yeah, definitely. And see, Rohit says absolutely right. But right now, see, which I am feeling that there is one more chance that I'm talking since last year, yesterday, that Sanju Samsung is deserving one chance. If Sanju is failing today, then definitely team management will give a chance to Vaibhav Suryavanshi. But opener is not a headache for the Indian team. The biggest headache is
Yes.
the middle order, because your vice captain Tilak Verma is not fired in this series. Same even Ishan Kishan. Unfortunately, Ishan Kishan has got run out in the last game. But the biggest worry is Tilak Verma. And Tilak Verma, yesterday we saw in the practice session that batting coach Sitanshu Kotak and coach Gautam Gambhir, they are talking with him more than 20 minutes. So I guess this is the main factor in the middle order, because see, in this kind of a format, in this kind of a wicket, you need your strong middle order. You need your batting lineup till tail, because if your opener has scored around 120, 130 runs, and then maybe after that your lower middle order can contribute. So I guess that after Tilak Verma, Akshar Patel, Shivam Dubey, these pair will come. So I think so. We need two big knocks from two big players. One is Sanju Samson and one is Tilak Verma in this game, because both have an experience to play on this kind of surface also. So I guess today is a different picture of the Indian cricket team. And if you ask me, India is favorite on this ground, because India knows how to bat on Old Trafford with wicket. So I guess India is getting the advantage on this ground.
I really hope that with this
आवाज
Indian
नहीं आ पा रही.
T20I side, it always should be helpful to the team, Indian team itself, irrespective of where they are playing. But before we talk about Shreyas Iyer, I think we should quickly take on the topic of the bowlers also. So, any bowling changes, Rohit, we can expect about the pitch and all. Varun Chakravarti has come back from the injury. Arshdeep doing a good job. Harshit Rana doing a good job after coming back from injury. So, any changes in the bowling attack for Indian team, according to you?
So, as per conditions, you were a little different in Durham, and we always want to see
Yes.
this, in that particular game also. That if you are going with 3 spinners, you have a Varun, you have a Akshar, you have a Ravi Bishnoi. Are you going to go with all these big names? But as of now, what I can say that is maybe because of the conditions. I'm not saying that it's because of any other combination and set of ideas. It's because that there will be certain changes, and there are some fans with us here.
Oh, okay.
सर कहाँ से हैं आप? थोड़ा पास आ जाइए.
लंदन लंदन
लंदन. और इंडिया में गुजरात से हैं आप लोग.
गुजरात कच्छ भुज
कच्छ भुज से. तो थोड़ा सा बताइए क्या कौन सा प्लेयर है जिसको यहाँ पर आप लोग देखने आए हुए हैं आज, या पूरी की पूरी इंडियन टीम को मतलब सपोर्ट करने आए हैं?
उसको हमारा विकेट कीपर है ना, उसको थोड़ा रेस्ट देना चाहिए, संजू सैमसन
को रेस्ट देना चाहिए.
हाँ, दो मैच में
आना चाहिए.
सूर्यवंशी को.
हाँ, सूर्यवंशी को अभी ट्राई करना है, ट्राई करना चाहिए. आज तो मौसम भी अच्छा है, वेदर भी अच्छा है,
और सामने जोफ्रा आर्चर भी है.
हाँ,
तो
उसको मालूम है,
दिक्कत नहीं है.
दिक्कत नहीं है. सूर्यवंशी को मालूम है कि कैसे खेलना, साथ में आईपीएल में साथ में खेल रहे थे.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
तो उसको भी मालूम है कि कैसे उसको खेलना है.
सारे मैचेस पे आ रहे हैं आप लोग, मतलब, या आपने सेलेक्ट करे हुए कुछ मैचेस?
नहीं, सारे मैच में.
अच्छा, डरम में भी आए थे आप?
हाँ,
डरम में भी आए थे.
सब मैच में.
ओके.
हम तो इंडिया को फॉलो करते हैं, सभी जाते हैं उसके पीछे पीछे चले आते हैं.
ठीक है, ठीक है, इंडिया. थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू. So as you are seeing that obviously these guys, we met them every part of the England, but as you rightly said that there could be some bowling changes as far as conditions are concerned, because here the fast bowlers, the record of the fast bowlers are really good. Means if you go by the data, if you go by the stats, the fast bowlers are doing really well. So for me, if if you give a rest to a Ravi Bishnoi and you bring in a Shivam Dube is already there. But if you bring in a Sooryavanshi or if you bring in an extra fast bowler, I'm not be surprised. And if you rest a spinner also, because here, if you go by the numbers, the spinners doesn't have that kind of performance as far as the fast bowlers are concerned. So maybe on that part, there could be some changes as far as your bowling combination is concerned. So maybe you bring on another seamer, and it will be batting wise also look really good for you, because Sooryavanshi can bat also. Shivam is already there. You are going with a Harshit Rana, Harshdeep, and a Prince Yadav could be a possibility also. So, this is what I think at this point of time. And at this point of also, it's overcast. It's not sunny. It's not, the skies are not clear. It's just cloudy. It's overcast also. There are predictions. A lot of people are watching the weather of Manchester. Here it goes with like, this exact place is called Stratford or something like that. What I've been told by the locals here, that if you want to search it in a weather app, don't go Manchester, because Manchester is very big. Go by Stratford. And Stratford, when you see, then you are watching that around 1 to 4 or 5, it is going to be a little bit of, drizzling around at that point of time. So maybe you can expect a little bit of intervention during the game, and then we might see a full game from there onwards. But let's see, we'll try to give you all the updates as far as our, Rev Sports family is concerned. We'll try to give each and every update from here, Ground Zero.
Yes, definitely. All the updates and everything are shared on Rev Sports at very quick, very fast. So before
and in our social media platform also, in X handle also, and in Instagram also, we'll try to put there also each and everything.
Yes. So Rohit, before we close the show, one last question. Captain Shreyas Iyer, captain. Like when Shreyas Iyer was announced the captain, everybody was very excited to watch him bat, keeping in mind the level he carries when he bats, the player he is, right? And versus Ireland, he was unable to score runs. Yes, he did score runs against England in the first T20I. So do you think there would be some sort of pressure on Shreyas Iyer also, because when he became the captain, Team India lost the first series after winning 16 consecutive series. Indian team lost the series, and there was a lot of scrutiny around Shreyas Iyer also. Like, he became the captain and he lost. I'm talking about the fans, because Indian fans, you also know, I also know that they're very impatient. One loss and they will start talking about players. So do you think Shreyas Iyer would be under some sort of pressure, because this series India has to win in order to secure the place?
So yeah, there might be a certain kind of pressure around him because of what happened in Belfast, but I don't think that is the only case. Batting wise, we all know that how good a batter he is, especially against spinners. And here on that Durham game also, you can easily see this, how he's playing on the front foot, how he's playing on the back foot to Liam Dawson. So he's giving you a complete idea that how you can bat, as far as if the opponents are coming with a spin trap, then how can you just completely go bang bang as far as the front foot game is concerned, and then the back foot game is concerned. So batting wise, I don't think there will be much pressure on him because of what happened in Belfast. Because in both the innings, can't able to score that much of runs in that particular series, and we lost it 0-2. But I think here onwards, it's going to be little difficult if India starts losing a couple of games, because it's now a 4-match series. One game already washed out. Now you have to see that the positive thing is he got the runs in the last game, and the way he has played his innings. He was little slow at the very start, and but then afterwards he started hitting those quick runs which we know Shreyas Iyer for. So batting wise, Durham give him a little bit of relaxation that yes, he can do it. And then obviously the kind of innings Abhishek played, the kind of cameo by Shivam Dubey, there was
Yes.
contribution from captain himself. So I think batting wise, 189 on that particular wicket is above par. You are 20 runs, 15 runs above par on that very ground also. Here also, if you see an average score, it's 180, 180 to 210, somewhere
Mhm.
between 180 to 210. So you have to bat better. That's the first thing. The second thing is obviously the captaincy point is very well taken, because captaincy wise, losing a series in Ireland and then back to back two series loss, it might creep, put him a little under pressure. But I don't think that will be the case here from here onwards, because India is looking good, as far as batting is concerned. Now you have to see just two things, that obviously England have done a couple of changes. That's they come up with a Josh Tongue, they come up with a Jofra Archer, Shakib Mahmood, who was pick up the bowlers in the last game. He picked up 3 wickets. He's already out of the team, and that's how you're making the team. When it comes down to the bowlers, also conditions are helpful. It's little clear at this point of time when you are seeing skies at
Okay.
this point of time. Even the light, it's little clear at this point of time, but it's still overcast. So yeah, maybe a little bit of pressure as far as captaincy front is concerned, not on the Shreyas Iyer, the batter, Srishti.
Yeah, see, Shreyas Iyer, the batter, like he must have gained a bit of confidence, as you said, in the last game in Durham, and there also like wickets were falling apart in front of it. Tilak Verma got out, wickets were falling apart. So hopefully, in today's game, we can just see the more confident Shreyas Iyer. He
Oh
is
yeah.
still confident. I don't think there should be any kind of doubt in that. But still, like after losing the first series as a captain and now coming to England facing Jofra Archer, Josh Tongue, and players like them, so it's a bit difficult. But hopefully, this time we can see a different Shreyas Iyer, more confident Shreyas Iyer. Amit, you want to add up something about Shreyas Iyer and the amount of pressure currently he is holding to be as he's the Indian team captain and he lost the first series against Ireland. You want to add up something in Rohit's point?
See, I know the Shreyas Iyer's character. Shreyas doesn't take a pressure much. And the visuals which we have sent it yesterday, and Rohit has displayed perfectly how the Shreyas is batting, how he is trying to play the visualizing the shot on the leg side. I guess the English bowler, they are just hitting the ball on his chest, because earlier there was a Shreyas problem, the bouncing balls. But I guess after being a captain, after he's leading the Kings 11 Punjab, he is being a mature skipper. And the way he has shown, he has played his inning in Durham, I guess Shreyas looks confident. Only he need to just bring all the players together. He just need to take care of the build order of the Indian team, which he spoke with Akshar Patel as well as Tilak Verma yesterday after the nets. So I guess that Indian team is coming with their own preparation, and I guess this ground is suitable for India also. Definitely, England
Yes,
is have
100%.
an upper mark because they have a good record. But if India will tackle Jofra Archer's 4 overs, then might be there is India's game.
Hopefully it's India's game because like Indian fans are also waiting for Shreyas Iyer to win a series, win a match as captain. So hopefully that happens. And Indian team bats well, the most important thing because bowling is doing a good job. Bowling did a good job in Ireland. Also, bowling did a good job. Yeah, they did not have the option to do a good job because the last match was washed out. But versus Ireland, they did a good job. So hopefully we can just hope that batting is better. So on this note, I think we can wrap the show. Thank you so much, Rohit and Amit, for joining.
Pleasure.
For more such updates, news, and latest news, keep watching Rep Sports. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.